Welcome to today's Face the Facts Friday. Our top stories this week: new lawsuit exposes a vegan meat company, angry Australian farmers, Christmas might be ruined in the UK, a couple of good news stories, then we'll finish with the meat flakes of the week, where I'll respond to the dumbest shit I've seen from meat eaters and more over the last week. If you're ready to start this week's Face the Facts Friday, leave a comment right now saying let's get fact. And let's start with the first story. Breaking news is the vegan meat company Alpha Foods has been exposed in a new dramatic lawsuit. 3 witnesses have come forward to speak against the vegan meat producer, and I've managed to get their video testimonies so we can watch them right now. The faces are blurred out and their audio has been altered to hide their identities. These are really serious allegations, so the victims chose to remain anonymous. Okay, let's watch the video.
After I started eating chicken nuggets from Alpha Foods, I couldn't help myself. I was hooked. Dadgummit, if they didn't turn this old man into some kind of hippie vegan.
I got duped into becoming vegan and it makes me sad. It's my job to be happy. So I'm suing for lost wages.
Thanks to Alpha Foods, I'm vegan now and my family is going to disown me.
Help me hammer Alpha Foods so bad that no one will ever again be victimized by a plant or any number of plants. If you turn vegan by happenstance, call 1-833-NO-PLANTS.
Did I get you for a second? This is a new ad campaign by Alpha Foods to promote their vegan products. I love how they've been able to use the mascots of McDonald's, KFC, and Wendy's without getting busted for copyright by blurring them out like that. Genius. What do you think? Are you a fan of this advertisement, or does it deeply offend you that Alpha Foods is misleading the public? Well, while companies like this are trying to get people to stop eating slaughterhouse meat and start eating vegan meat, Australia is trying to ban vegans from calling vegan meat because they think it's misleading. The National Farmers Association, or NFF, is pushing the ban because they think it's misleading and confusing customers to call vegan meat meat. I'm sure you've heard me say this before, but if you find yourself arguing about semantics, chances are you've already lost the battle. People want slaughter-free food. Crying about labels won't change that, and it definitely won't help you get ahead of the competition so you can keep your jobs. The smart move is to start producing plant protein. It's the future, whether you like it or not. Because guess what? People don't like slaughterhouses. And people also really don't like gas chambers. Gas chambers, yes, gas chambers are used to kill animals in the meat industry. This isn't 1940s Germany, but the meat industry was clearly inspired by them, as they're still using their extremely effective killing techniques to genocide millions of animals. This information hit the mainstream in the UK last week as CO2 shortages meant farmers were worrying about how to kill enough animals for Christmas season. Damn, we can't gas enough animals for the season of peace and goodwill to all? Nightmare. Not only is it sickening that gas chambers are still being used to kill animals, it's sickening that people celebrate a season of peace and goodwill by slaughtering animals and stuffing animals inside of other animals and then eating those animals when you could just eat something plant-based. Insane. But at least there's no sign of mad cow disease, a disease caused by animal agriculture that killed over 4 million cows and 177 humans about 30 years ago. What? You're kidding me, right? Mad cow disease is back. A farm in Somerset confirmed one of the cows there had the disease, so the government took them away and killed them. Force animals to live in close proximity to each other, increase the chances of disease, then when they get the diseases, slit their throats. And if they don't get the diseases, slit their throats and sell their bodies. Such a lovely industry, isn't it? A bean burger is sounding at least a bit more appealing now. If not, then I'm a bit worried about your moral system, to be honest. We've got 2 more stories, then I'm going to respond to some dumb comments from our meat flakes and woke flakes of the week. If you're enjoying the video so far, let me know by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. Guys, I need it for my ego. Subscribe. Graham Souness, I hope that's how you pronounce his name, is a Sky Sports Premier League commentator. He recently announced on air that he's been vegan for 3 years. He said live on air on Sky Sports, "The reason I did it, my concern was animal welfare. That was the biggest single reason. I think the way we treat animals is despicable, but that's for another day." His co-host Micah Richards responded saying, "Plant-based isn't for me. The size of me, it's going to be very difficult. It's baby steps. If I was to try and change right away, it wouldn't quite happen to me, but I will give it a go." But then Graham responded with an absolute banger. "When you grow up, see when you become an adult, you will become a non-meat eater. Boom! Michael Richards gave some typical BS and Graham responded in the perfect way. He was joking, obviously, but still really cool to see him snapping back. Michael Richards is a big guy, but there are plenty of big guys smashing it on a plant-based diet. Sign up to challenge22.com and learn about how to get a ton of healthy calories from plants. And big up Graham, that's awesome, man. Really cool to see people from all walks of life, from all ages, going vegan for the animals. Veganism isn't just for hippies and snowflakes. Even football pundits are going vegan. It's not like a hippie snowflake thing to not want to torture animals. That's just a normal person thing. So instead of pretending it doesn't happen, do what Graham did and go vegan. We've got some amazing news coming from the European Parliament as they just voted to phase out all animal testing. This comes after they finally acknowledged that animal testing is cruel and ineffective. This is a groundbreaking move. It's incredible to think we're going to see such a huge part of the world where animals will no longer be experimented on. Thank you to everyone who worked for this. It's incredible. All right, are you ready for our meat flakes and woke flakes of the week? Let me know by leaving a comment saying, David, I'm ready for the meat flakes. And let's go.
Time for meat flakes of the week.
I'm going to eat loads of meat today, and I'll think about you and laugh in my head whilst I'm doing so. What a really deeply sad comment. Imagine sitting there and like thinking about strangers on the internet that you've never met and laughing to yourself about them whilst eating something that you think that it's going to somehow affect them. Like you think that you, in your sad little life, that your action thinking of that is going to make someone on the other side of the world who's never met you like bothered. Think about how the kind of mindset you have to be in to be so sad and pathetic to sit there and be like, I'm thinking about like, what the, do you know what I mean? How lame is that? Stop your son from drinking his mother's milk. This is the dumbest argument that comes from people when you show them like, hey, look how horrible the dairy industry is. Hey, look, maybe we shouldn't be drinking dairy milk, drinking milk that comes from different mammals, different animals. Oh, so you can't drink your mother's milk? It's so ridiculous. Yes, you can drink your mother's milk. Your mother is not being bred into a disgusting industry and having her body fucking abused for her dairy products to be sold. Okay, your mum holds you and like gives you milk, lets you suckle so you can grow to be a big strong human and make stupid fucking comments like this on people's YouTubes. That's not what's happening in the dairy industry. And you as an adult man, as an adult human of any bloody gender, don't need to drink any breast milk, especially not from cows, because you are really irritating and no one gives a fuck about your veganism. Actually, if you delete your account, some people might go vegan because you are just a disgusting person. Have you ever seen anyone so triggered by a vegan in your life? So triggered that she's like, delete your account, you disgusting person. What could I have possibly said? All I said was that it was a post about people making excuses and saying silly things to vegans. Like I'll make a lot of these posts. Clearly, Bhumika is someone who's made those excuses. So that's why she gets so angry. You're really irritating. No one gives a fuck about your veganism. If I see one more fucking vegan person, I'll throw my phone out my window. Sana, please throw your phone out of the window so we don't have to see any more stupid fucking comments like that. Dude, plants are sentient. It must be a troll. Because I just don't believe that anyone honestly believes that plants are sentient. For those that don't know what sentient means, it means like they're self-aware, as in they are aware of their surroundings, they can feel pain, they can suffer, they can think, all of these things. Plants aren't sentient. They don't have a brain. They don't have a central nervous system. It's that simple, guys. It really is. And anyway, look, even if you believe they are sentient, if you're vegan, you kill less plants. Because if you're not vegan, you pay people to breed animals. Animals eat more plants than humans. And there are more animals than humans on the earth. Therefore, if you stop eating them, less will be bred, less plants will be killed. And if you just eat plants, less plants will be killed. So if you do believe plants are sentient, go vegan, kill less plants. Go vegan for the plants, guys. Hey, guys, squirrel season in 2 days. Can't wait. You know how you can tell that's a hunter? The word squirrel. That's how you can tell that's a hunter. This one's about Miley Cyrus. That's hilarious how triggered she's making all of you. I might have to have some wings Sunday. I'll think of you all eating them and watching the game. Again, like, how sad? How sad do you have to be? You're watching the game. I guess at NFL football, I don't know. You're going to be sat down watching football, watching sports. thinking about vegans. How pathetic do you have to be, man? How pathetic do you have to be to think that this is like, oh, this is going to really bother these vegans? You can show all this, but I'm still a proud omnivore. You carry on being a proud omnivore. I don't get how you can be a proud omnivore. You're proud of something that 99% of people are doing already. You're proud of being... It's the strangest thing to be proud of something that is just nothing. Like, it's nothing to be proud of. It's not like good or revolutionary or helpful or like even compassionate or ethical. It's just... It's the standard, and it is the opposite of all of those things. It's like, I don't get how you could be proud of that, really. Everyone hates Jesus, that's why vegan hate meat eater. Everyone hates Jesus, that's why vegans hate meat eaters. I would say it's the other way around. Everyone hated Jesus, that's why meat eaters hate vegans. Because Jesus was going around trying to do good things for people and trying to help people, and vegans are going around trying to help animals. People don't like it when other people try to do good things because it makes them feel bad because they aren't doing good things. And rather than actually just starting to do good things, they'd rather punish the ones doing good things because that makes them feel like they don't have to do anything because they've looked and found flaws and criticisms in the person doing the good things. So this little moron is just posting the names of different like meats and animals on my account as if I don't... Like, imagine thinking that this would bother someone. It's like chicken, venison, ribs, veal, bacon, ham, meat. Yeah, those things exist. They've existed since before I was vegan, and they'll probably exist for a long time after I've been vegan. Knowing that they exist, seeing the names of meats isn't gonna cause anyone any problems. If I list off the names of vegetables, is that going to really piss off some meat eaters somewhere? Aubergine, tomato, cucumber, banana. Your body tells you what it needs. Some people can't eat only vegetables. It's genetic. With your logic, people who eat animals couldn't have any kind of compassion. Some people can't eat vegetables. Yeah, maybe there's like a tiny little fraction of the global population that has some weird problem that means they can't digest vegetables. Yeah, fair enough, mate. But the grand mass majority of people, like probably 99% of people on the planet, can. And that includes you, Juan. So I don't know why you're bringing that up. People who eat animals couldn't have any kind of compassion. Well, if you're eating animals and you don't have to eat animals, i.e. you could get your nutrition from somewhere else, but you choose to eat animals because you like the taste of them and that's it. You like to kill them and eat them because you enjoy how they taste. You are completely lacking in compassion. Yes, you have no compassion for animals, because if you had compassion for animals, you wouldn't pay for people to kill them and put them in burgers just so you can enjoy a fucking burger. Like, it's not complicated. It is not rocket science, mate. Oh, this is a vegan woke flake. I really try not to say anything when white vegans act grossed out by Asian vegan meats, but the disrespectful stuff that comes out of your mouth sometimes. What? This is like, why are you trying to make a problem where there is no problem? Like, if someone looks at like vegan mock meat and it's an Asian vegan mock meat, that's not something they're used to, and they're like, oh, it doesn't look good. It's nothing to do with being a white vegan or not, or any kind of vegan. Just some people get grossed out by other foods from other cultures. It doesn't mean they hate that culture. It doesn't mean they hate you. It means that they get grossed out by foods they've not seen before. I got grossed out by some vegetables in India, even after they were cooked. I was looking at them. I was like, they're like lady fingers, and I look at them, they're all slimy, and I ate some, and I was like, ugh. Doesn't mean I hate Indian people. It doesn't mean I hate Indian culture. It means that some of the food grossed me out, and there's nothing wrong with that. Stop looking for stupid fucking woke problems in everything. There's no Asian versus white problem here. Asian people probably get grossed out at Western food. Western people get grossed out at some Asian food. It's life. Fucking deal with it. Joey Carbstrong, birds are not beings. You need psychiatric help, dude. CO2 is humane enough. We humans don't get to leave this life any easier. Fucking hell. Birds are beings, you fucking spoon. Of course they are. What are they then? Plants? I don't get it. What are you saying birds are then? It doesn't need psychiatric help. If you think CO2, gassing animals with CO2 and burning them from the inside out to kill them is humane, you need psychiatric help, mate. And we humans don't get to leave this life any easier. Yes, we fucking do. Most humans leave life in a hospital bed, surrounded by family, tanked up on painkillers, mate. How could you think that screaming and begging for your life while you're burned from the inside out from CO2 is something that most humans go through? Like I said earlier, if you're in 1940s Germany, maybe you'd have an argument that, yeah, a lot of humans didn't get to leave life any easier. But no, the majority of humans don't get gassed to death, mate. You fucking absolute spanner. If you want to get access to exclusive content, go to patreon.com/David Rams and join the Patreon team. I've just added a new Discord benefit, which means when you sign up, you can get access to a Q&A exclusively for patrons, where I will answer every single question you have for me in videos, which will be private and only available to the Patreon team. Keep calling out the bullshit, and I'll see you all in the next video.